Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and before we take a revisit to a post-ban list Blue Eyes, I wanted to take a look at the real archetype Konami hurt with this May 10th ban list. On this May 10th ban list, they put the Azure Eyes and the Melody of Awakening Dragon on one, so you had to choose between Blue Eyes, but in doing that to Blue Eyes, they also finally completely gutted Kawaki Miru. So Kawaki Miru was really only surviving off Maximus, and he was a second copy of Maximus when you got your Melody of Awakening Dragon. But now they have shrunk us back down to one copy of Maximus. Obviously there's more with Kawaki Miru, but it was just so much more useful and consistent with Melody. Now I don't think all these spicy Kawaki Miru decks are going to see the light of day. Like, this one is 2 cards over the ban limit right now. It's just a shame to see this happen, because it's like Melody of Dragon or Awakening Dragon was already soft limited to 1. Now it's actually limited to 1. So very unfortunate for Kawaki Miru. Just a slap on the wrist for Blue Eyes, but very unfortunate for Kawaki Miru. But anyway, into the real Blue Eyes deck, we're taking a look again at Alternative Evolution. This way we're making more consistent Alternative Dragon plays, since we don't have the extra copy of Alternative Dragon with Dragon Awakening. We're going to do even more Alternative Dragon plays with Alternative Evolution. So here we have Azure Eyes still in the deck. Like I said, we're not using Awakening Dragon, but it's pretty much a basic Blue Eyes deck. We're just using 5 of the absolute best staples for it. I'm using a bunch of Protector, because that's going to let us get more Blue Eyes out, and that's going to give us more Alternative Dragon with Alternative Evolution. We're going to have 2 copies of this boy floating around throughout, and now we have actual copies of Twin Burst. So I have a physical copy of Twin Burst. As long as there's 2 Blue Eyes, Alternative Dragon counts as a Blue Eyes when it's on the field. So as long as 2 of these boys are on the field, you can just make this fusion. You don't need Ultimate Dragons. You don't need a Poly. So I think Alternative Evolution is totally viable and still a great way to play Blue Eyes. It used to be the way, then Ultimate Dragons became the way, but I think Alternative Evolution is right back and strong. Obviously, it's a top tier deck, so I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Joey Wheeler going second. He's using Dark Magician Sleeve the Map for some reason, though. We got our Tenki, White Rabbit. He's actually a Red Eyes. So he's going with Red Eyes for turn. He must already have Fusion. He uses Fusion. He goes Slash Dragon. Then he's going to set a card. Now we have 2 Sphere Boys and 2 Tenkis, so we're going to have to go a little slow. We get our Emerald Bird, and we're just going to pass our turn. He uses his return in the end phase to bring back a Red Eyes. We even get a cutscene from his old school Red Eyes. But 2 Sphere Boys, he doesn't target, so that's why he's such a popular card. It's a hand trap that doesn't target, that stops an attack. That's incredibly reliable. There's really nothing safer. So just having 2 of him in our hand, very hard to OTKS. So we're not really worried. We're going to take the duel nice and slow. He uses a Black Stone of Legend. His return once again. He's got a full field of attack, but remember, you can't get by 2 Sphere Boys. You just can't. So he's going to equip with his Slash Dragon. We'll take that damage. We'll block him. And then we'll block him. So now, clearly, if he was in attack, or he is in attack, so we could finish him off. We're not going to do that. Obviously, we have lethal with just a Cat Dancer and a Crimson Fox. The old cheesy way to hit lethal. Pretend he's in defense. We can't just cheese a Crimson Fox lethal. We have to do it the hard way. So we're going to use our Emerald Bird, throw away a Martin, search the Lunalight, obviously. Pretend he's in defense. How are we going to win the duel? We're going to use Fatal 5, guys. We return our 1 Emerald Bird with the Martin. We're going Cat Dancer with just from our hand. We do 2 White Rabbits. Pretend we don't even need the Crimson Fox. I know we could Crimson Fox that Red Eyes and hit for lethal, but we're going to do it. with the Fatal 5, guys. So if these were all defense position monsters, we would still have means to lethal. We attack this void twice, he's destroyed. We attack the Slash Dragon twice, he's destroyed. That triggers his Empowered Warrior. Chooses not to special summon it. Then all we gotta do is do the last attack on that Red Eyes, and we get Fatal 5 after it resolves, and he loses the duel to a special condition. So, helps you get over defense position monsters like that. So if that was like a field of defense position monsters, and you didn't have that attack position opening to hit him with that easy lethal, you still have another win con. I don't think it's enough to really bring him back, but still cool stuff. Alright, here we are facing a Seto Kaiba. I'm going first. He's showing Ultimate Dragon, so we have two Tenkis, a Sphere Boy and a Martin. So with a Martin already, all we gotta do is search our Emerald Bird, and we throw our turn, because we do have a Sphere Boy. I don't think an Ultimate Dragon is gonna go too quickly on the first turn, and we're safe from an OTK with our Sphere Kuriboh. He's going Sage on Sage. Sage on Sage Violence, brings out his Blue Eyes, sets 2 back row. Hits us for 3k, we just let it happen. We're not scared. We get a White Rabbit. We're gonna search our Crimson Fox with the Tenki. Yeah, we have every monster we have except Butterfly, pretty much. We throw away the Martin. That gives us a search of a Lunalight Fusion after we already got it. Now we're gonna Lunalight Fusion the 3. That's a Saber Dancer. That's gonna be a Crimson Fox. He's down to 0. We're at exactly 4k. Thanks to 2 Tenkis. Exact lethal in one shot. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yusei on a win streak. It looked like he's on a 5 win streak, so that's a pretty big win streak for us to crush. He's using Shooting Star Road. I think I even give this guy an extra life, and he still squanders it. So he's gonna go with a Junk Changer. Makes himself level 4. Special summons Junk Servant, goes into a Cyber / Harpy Lady. Not the best first turn ever. We're going with Emerald Bird. Now I know I could just Cat Dancer, Crimson Fox, easy lethal. You just use your Crimson Fox from the deck, use your Emerald Bird, bring out a monster, tribute it with Cat Dancer, hit him twice for lethal. I understand that Lunalight stuff. But if I did that, I would have no interactive replays to show you guys, so I'm going to give this guy a chance. He can just go with the Saber Dancer, but it's not really a chance, because Shooting Star Dragon is going to have a really hard time getting over a Saber Dancer, just because it's way too tall, way too high attack, and it can't be targeted, so really he's not going to have anything to do against it. Here he's going Stardust Dragon, all that stuff. Shooting Star Road. Passes his turn. We don't even need our Kyoku. We get our last Crimson Fox, but she's 1800 attack, so that's pretty good. We destroy his Stardust Dragon. He chooses not to use the Formula Synchron, so his field's just wiped. He's going to use his Junk Synchron, bring out Converter. That's a Junk Warrior. Converter, of course, has the effect to special summon from the graveyard once you use him as a Synchro. And he does precisely that, but he's going to bring back the Formula, okay? I don't think that's what he wanted to bring back, because that's a tuner. He doesn't have any level 7s. He's going to swing at my Crimson Fox. I could have stopped him with the Sphere Boy, but we let him, obviously. Then I could have just swung with the Saber Dancer and finished him. Anyway, I chose. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Crowler. Going second, so obviously it's a second turn deck. It still has the easy, cheesy second turns, especially when you get your one copy of Emerald Bird. So this is like old school Lunalights at its best. Even Tenki could have searched one or the other. So that's when your consistency is at its highest, which Lunalights used to just be able to do. And then you can punish easy fields with massive. This is almost a 4k Saber Dancer. If we had another Tenki or a Gyoku, it would be a 4k Saber Dancer outright. Great stuff here. Alright, here we are facing a Yubel. Going second. no extra deck lets you know it's really a Fire King Yubel deck, truly. You have our Gyoku, just a bunch of Martins. He sets a back row, sets a monster. We get our Sphere board. We're gonna Gyoku the back row and just set a Martin. But overall, once I looked at this dude's deck, he was just pure Fire Kings with a little bit of Yubel. He really didn't have any means. He was about to get OTK'd from there, so he scoops. Might have not been. That's mostly what you're seeing with this deck. People are either gonna just run away from Lunalights or really just walk right through Lunalights. Its saving grace is it still does really well against Blue Eyes when you just bring out a big Saber Dancer. They have a hard time getting over it. They do have means with Twin Burst, and Twin Burst is more common. But yeah, I'd say that's their niche. They have certain decks. Fatal 5 is cool, but other than that, I'm kind of losing hope for Lunalights. So let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.